Hej och välkommen tillbaka till How to Swede. I'm the Swede, and today I'm sharing my top 5 places to visit in Sweden. Starting with the gorgeous capital of Sweden, also known as Stockholm.
Welcome to Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. A city built on water, sometimes referred to as the Venice of the North. A city built across 14 islands, connected by over 50 bridges, where medieval history mixes with modern design. Gamla Stan, one of Europe's best preserved medieval old towns, with colorful buildings, cobblestone streets, and magical fairy tale energy, dating back to the 1200s and home to one of the narrowest streets in Stockholm, and close to the Swedish royal palace. Right near Gamla Stan is the Royal Palace, one of Europe's largest royal palaces still used today. It has over 600 rooms, and you can watch the changing of the guards. Sweden still has a royal family, but it's not usually treated with the same level of formality you might see elsewhere. Swedes tend to appreciate them as representatives of Sweden, and many Swedes view the royals with a mixture of affection, curiosity, and good-natured humor, like the Photoshop photos of the Swedish king, Carl Gustaf, wearing silly hats. The ice bar. If Swedish Lapland sounds amazing, but your body prefers central heating, Stockholm has an ice bar too. This is your chance to say you experience Arctic Sweden without committing to minus 30 degrees. A day in the life as a Viking. For lovers of history, the Viking Museum is a great place to start the day, with interactive exhibits, artifacts, and storytelling. It brings Sweden's legendary Norse past to life. But wait a minute, who's this cool dude cutting the ribbon at the opening ceremony, wearing the greatest hat of them all? It's our beloved king, of course, with our beautiful Queen Sylvia by his side.
Så sa du är hungrig.
I knew you would be, so I already booked you a table at Aifur in Gamla Stan, so you can enjoy a true Viking-inspired feast. Named after a real Viking ship, it roughly translates to the ever violent in Old Norse. Fun fact, the restaurant is owned by Swedish musician Martin Eriksson, also known as E-Type. Expect hearty Nordic food, served with plenty of fanfare. Drink mead, maybe out of a real horn if you're lucky. Just soak up this completely magical atmosphere that really makes you feel like you stepped straight into a Viking longhouse.
Skål.
Gröna Lund, one of Sweden's oldest amusement parks, with beautiful waterfront views, terrifying roller coasters, and peak Swedish summer energy. What makes Gröna Lund especially unique is that it's not just an amusement park. It's also one of Sweden's most popular concert venues. Over the years, world-famous artists have performed there. A visit to Gröna Lund is a cherished Swedish summer tradition, combining rides, music, and some of the best views in Stockholm. The Vasa Museum. Meet the Vasa, a giant warship built in the 1600s. It launched, it sailed for about 20 minutes. Then it sank. Picture this. Imagine spending years building the biggest, most expensive, most impressive warship your country has ever seen. You decorate it with hundreds of sculptures. You arm it with dozens of cannons, and you invite important guests to watch its grand departure. The ship sets sail. It travels about 1,300 meters, then a gust of wind hits it, and it sinks. Welcome to the story of the Vasa, Sweden's most famous maritime faceplant. Built in the 1600s to show off Sweden's power, the Vasa was meant to dominate the seas. Instead, it managed to survive for roughly 20 minutes before ending up at the bottom of Stockholm Harbor. Ironically, the spectacular failure is exactly why it's so famous today. More than 300 years later, the ship was recovered remarkably intact, making it one of the best preserved 17th century ships in the world. So if you've ever launched a project that didn't quite go according to the plan, take comfort in knowing that at least it probably stayed afloat longer than the Vasa ship. So let's do a quick recap. Stockholm. Vikings, amusement parks, bars made out of ice, royal jokes, and a ship that sank. And remember, this is just a small selection of all the things Stockholm has to offer. There's plenty more to discover. And I just want to say that there's honestly no place like Sweden in the summertime. And Stockholm, our beautiful capital, is a dream to explore right now. Me personally, I am so ready to hop on the next flight to Arlanda. But first, I really want to know, which one of these sound the most appealing to you? Tell me in the comments. And I will see you in the next video, my top 5 places to visit in Sweden, number 2, the Swedish Lapland.